What's going on, DMV Life? This is Justin, and I'm here with Shake Beats here for an interview. We're about to get live. Now, Shake Beats, the last time we caught up with you, you had just won the DMV Life Showcase, holding the trophy up high. So how you feeling, man? How you doing today?
I'm doing great, and I feel great. I feel amazing.
Now, when you were there in the showcase, now you were the only artist really of your type out there, bringing out your own equipment and not really doing a rap per se. So how did that feel to be the original one out there? Kind of scary, kind of just felt confident in being yourself? What was that like?
Well, honestly, there was tons of talent there. There always is tons of talent at the DMV Life, showcase, and I just did my thing, and I did what I love to do. I did what I do every single day, and I'm so happy I won. You know what I mean? It was definitely a good feeling. Getting that trophy and just kind of for what I did, you know what I mean, for doing what I do.
Now, specifically, I know what you do, and the people who were there were blessed enough to see it, got you see and push all these buttons out here. If you could summarize what you do in maybe a few words or a few sentences, what is the magic that you make on these boards?
Liquid. I don't know. Well, I mean, it's basically 16 pads. It's a drum machine, okay? Obviously, and this drum machine, each one has 16 pads, and I program every single sound that I want to come out of the pads, and I play them all out live. So I'm kind of like I don't feel sequencing as much as I do when I'm actually like hitting the pads and hitting all the all the buttons and whatnot. It's more of like a live feel, more of like a real feel, and that it just gives me energy. It gives me adrenaline. You know what I mean? And yeah.
The rush every artist really looks for.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you come up with a completely original beat every time you're up there. No two sets are the same?
No two sets are the same.
Now, I've also heard little buzzes on the street that as much as you do your regular planned shows and you've been getting booked like crazy, you do your own just free pop-up shows. You can just show up on pretty much anywhere and just bring a crowd of 50 to 100 people, I'm hearing. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, so basically I have my own power. I have like a little electric generator, and I bring one MPC, a table, a stand, and my QSC speaker, and I just rock the entire block. Bring a crowd of over 50 to 100 people almost every time. People freestyle, dance, a lot of poppers, a lot of lockers. So that's kind of like things that I do, as far as shows. And yeah, they are free. I don't accept any donations at any show. Only thing I would love for people to do is like me on Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. So
follows worth a lot more than a few dollars down the line. I completely understand. So what you basically just described, all the freestyle and the popping and locking, this is really like the core of hip-hop to what it really was. Now, I don't know how you feel about the game today, but it's not really the same. How do you feel that you just bring like a sense of nostalgia, the classic thing, or do you feel like it's just something new entirely, bringing the new and the old together?
Justin, you're absolutely correct. I mean, the game has definitely changed, in the past couple years. But I mean, I'm all hip hop. Like, I'm classic hip hop. Primo, Just Blaze, Pete Rock. Those are the producers that I've always looked up to, and they've always inspired me. So, but what I'm doing now is I'm trying to infuse hip hop with electronic music. It just seems that that's where everything's going right now, and that bass is just crazy. You know what I mean? I love the bass. So
nothing's better than the drop.
Exactly.
So do you feel that with electronic music becoming the trend that it is it perverting hip hop from what it is, or is it just taking it to another level that we really never anticipated?
Well, I think hip hop, like, from what I think of hip hop, I think of like Gang Starr. Okay, I think of like Jay-Z. I think of Nas. Hip hop, that's always going to be hip hop. You know what I mean? I think what's happening now is, like I said before, like just the infusion, a lot of dynamics of hip hop are in the music that we hear today on the radio, the music that you hear today on SoundCloud, all over the internet. So I think it could be a new genre of music. It's certainly looking like that. I know for me, I like to be original. I like to make my own sounds, my own drops, my own bass, all that stuff. So, and my own drums.
Building an act like this is not exactly something you come up with in a day or, one night's sleep. What did you really start with in hip hop? Were you just a producer? You tried the rap game, kind of figured yourself out. How did this come about with this MPC thing?
I used to rap when I was like 10 years old. So I had like journals of just like lyrics and just rhymes, 16 bars, 32 bars, whatever. But I just had notebooks and notebooks of just rhymes and lyrics, and
Playground gangster rap?
Yeah, so we would like battle in the neighborhood or whatever. Once it's funny that you actually asked that, because I was watching 8 Mile today, and when that movie dropped, it was like it was crazy. Everyone was about the freestyle and the battles and this and that. So, but I was writing music, I was writing rhymes, way before that. Like honestly, I'm not good. You know what I mean? I'm not a rapper by any means. I don't claim to be a rapper. If I'm at a party or something like that, I may kick a couple rhymes, but
after a few drinks, who wouldn't kick a few rhymes?
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So, but as far as producing, I started producing. I use this program called FL Studio. It used to be called Fruity Loops back in the day. Now it's called FL Studio. So I used that when I was probably 15, 16 years old. I just didn't really like it because I couldn't feel it. You know what I mean? I'm hitting the mouse. I have respect for people that use all kinds of software. But for me personally, like I couldn't sit there and click a mouse. I'm so ADD. You know what I mean? And I got to be doing something. So I figured out that Akai made these machines called MPCs, and I copped one night. So
the rest is history.
Pretty much.
I completely understand. Now, you mentioned earlier that your idols like, Pete Rock, Just Blaze, things like that. Who were really like the artists? What was like that one tape that really just made the game for you? Like, this hip hop is probably going to be what I want to do.
I'd say Reasonable Doubt. I've listened to that album over and over again. A lot of Primo on there. Yeah, I would say that album has definitely changed my whole outlook of hip hop and music itself.
All right, so you definitely know your way around the computer and all the software and hardware for sure. So I imagine you're still producing. I'm sure you still have a few beats for hire. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that? How can they get in contact with you? How have you been doing this so far?
So hip hop beats, electronic beats, I'm basically making those. Like I said, that I love hip hop, and all the beats that I produce now still are just hip hop. And I'm gonna play some for you guys in a little bit, but beats start at $10,000 a pop. I'm just kidding. They range. Like, I like to work with artists. You know what I mean? I like to work with artists, and I love working with talent. So if we can work something out, money's not an issue. You know what I mean? So I'm all about the music.
All right. Now, I'm sure you have everything together in one spot for everyone to find you. Do you have your own website, your Twitter? Why don't you plug all that and give the people what they want to hear?
Sure. So you can find me at shakebeats.com. That's SHAKE beats.com. You can find me on Twitter at @thisShakeBeats. That's my Twitter, so you can get me at Twitter. Instagram at @thisShakeBeats. What else? There's like so much stuff. There's SoundCloud, Shake Beats, YouTube, Shake Beats, and obviously Facebook, Shake Beats. Holler at me.
All right. Well, you can definitely hit us up on DMVLIFE.com or at DMVLIFE1 to check out this interview. And if you don't mind, Shake Beats, I'm going to hand the mic over to you and let you do what you do best, man. Kick us something nice.
Thanks, Justin.